this vlog we're flying British Airways Premium Economy, and also in a couple of days time we'll be flying Singapore Airways Premium Economy. So we thought we'd use this opportunity to show off both premium economies for the two of the biggest airlines in the world, and let's see what they have to offer.
So we're going to do a bit of a compare, show you a bit of BA, a bit of Singapore Airlines, and then let you decide which one you think is the best.
Our flight leaves in 30
We
minutes.
would like to invite all passengers now for the Maldives service. Kindly come forward please, we need your boarding cards and your passports open at the photo page.
That's us.
That's us, so let's go. See you on board. Our journey began with a pre-takeoff sparkling wine, the first sign we were in premium economy. Cheers. The seat was pretty spacious, with a handy armrest for our pre-takeoff drinks. Soon after that, the cabin crew came through with a menu to show us what we'd be getting on this flight. We were then handed a blanket, which was much better quality than the ones you get in economy. And we were given some noise cancelling headphones and a pillow. We also received an amenity kit. This consisted of socks, I'm not sure who actually wears these things, an eye mask, a lip balm, pen and toothbrush. Shortly after takeoff, we were offered another alcoholic drink. I went for a Bloody Mary, Harriet went for a gin fizz. We were also offered some sour cream and chive pretzels, which I think are a staple of British Airways flights. Next up, it was dinner time, and as we were between Christmas and New Year, they still had a festive menu on. This consisted of a couscous salad, Christmas dinner, and a mince pie for dessert. We're really impressed with the presentation here. It's always great to see metal cutlery, china bowls, and glassware for your wine. The entertainment system was good, but nothing special. The screen was slightly bigger than what you'd get in economy, but other than that, it was a pretty standard offering. We then got some sleep as it was an overnight flight before we were woken up to an English breakfast. As you can see here, again the presentation was very nice. Could have done without the devil's food mushrooms there, but that's not BA's fault. After a short delay due to the bad weather, we finally touched down into the Maldives. Please check out our vlog on our channel to see how we spent 48 hours here. Overall, we were very impressed with BA's premium economy offering. It definitely feels like a step up from the BA economy offering. Next up, we'll show you what it's like in Singapore Airlines premium economy. Right, this is the second part now of our comparison of premium economy for British Airways in Singapore. We've done the British Airways flight and now we're about to do the Singapore Airlines flight between Singapore and Sydney. Flight leaves in about 45 minutes, so I'm looking forward to seeing how different they are. What are you thinking?
It's going to be a good flight. We have done, they do have something on here that they didn't have on the BA, and that is book the cook. So we have already booked our meals.
Yeah, you can pick the food you like. There's quite a few options as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So they tell you what the flight menu's going to be while you're on that flight, and then if that's not to your liking, then you can do book the cook, and then there's an option
24 hours in advance, you can just pick what you want.
Yeah, so we'll see what that's like. So we boarded the plane and we were sitting in the bulkhead seats right at the front, so the legroom was fantastic. You do have to lean to get to the screens, however we did have like a controller, so that didn't make any difference to us. Still raining is the theme of the trip. So it's still raining in Singapore when we left Singapore, and I'm excited to see if the service is as good as the British Airways flight that we had. So far we haven't received a welcome drink, which was a bit of a surprise, but we did get some hot cloths, which is always nice when you've been rushing around trying to get onto the plane. The seats are leather and they do come with a blanket, but it's the fuzzy kind I don't love. We got a nice pillow and we also got some more noise cancelling headphones. One thing I really liked about these noise cancelling headphones were they came with a cover for them. So obviously these are used all the time and they probably are sanitized, but having the cover just made it feel a bit more hygienic and clean, which I really was pleased with. We did get a Singapore sling and David got champagne, but they didn't come in glass, they came in plastic, which was a bit of a letdown. Our seat came with its own personalised reading light, which was really nice. It was a leather seat, and just like on British Airways, it had a footrest as well, and the recline was pretty decent on this flight. The food, sadly, was a bit of a letdown. It came in a plastic trays. There was nothing different to what you would receive in economy. We did book the cook, as we mentioned earlier. However, it just felt somewhat lacking, and nothing particularly elevated from what we would normally get in the economy class. I had the pork, Szechuan pork, and David had the curry. One thing that really impressed us on the Singapore Airlines flight was the fact that it had free Wi-Fi. It's so good just to be able to connect for free, and I just don't know why more airlines don't do that. David really loved the fact that you could connect to live TV. We were sitting on the right hand side of the plane, which meant we got a really beautiful view of Sydney as we came into land. Overall, it was a nice flight. The staff were cordial, but it wasn't necessarily an elevated service that we had hoped for in premium economy. And I would say it wasn't a standout flight that we'd have with Singapore Airlines either.
Okay, time then for the scores on the doors.
So the categories we're measuring against, we've got the seat, we've got the food and drink, entertainment and service.
For the seat scores, we had them level pegging. We couldn't split them. Both seats were pretty decent and better than you'd get in economy. We were sat in the bulkhead seat for Singapore, which gave us slightly more leg room, but overall we were just happy to give them both 3.5 out of 5. Next, we looked at the food and beverage, and British Airways was the clear winner here. The food quality was brilliant, and we really enjoyed that you got proper crockery and glassware with British Airways. Singapore Airlines was only saved by the fact that they had the book the cook option, so we were able to pick what we wanted before we got on board. For entertainment, Singapore Airlines had the edge here. Having free Wi-Fi if you're a KrisFlyer member, and the ability to watch live TV, news and sport gave them the edge. For service, BA was the clear winner here. The cabin attendants were on the money. The service was really, really good, and it felt like you were having a premium experience on British Airways. The crew were friendly enough on the Singapore Airlines flight, but it just didn't have that extra level of service you'd expect in a premium cabin. So overall, we'd definitely say BA is the winner here. But what do you think? Please let us know in the comments if you feel differently, or if you've got any questions about flying premium economy on British Airways and Singapore Airlines. We hope you've enjoyed watching this vlog. If you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our other videos. And if you'd like to see what we got up to in the Maldives and Singapore, check out these videos.